In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful, peace be upon you. Apologies, I speak slowly. To speed up this video, you can click on Settings, bottom right of this screen, then click on Speed and select a suitable speed. I wanted to open the Quran to request a message from Allah for believers and Muslims, because I tend to open the Quran requesting a message for me in my everyday life. So today I prayed for the believers and Muslims in the world, and here is Allah's message. But when he saw their hands went not towards the meal, he felt some mistrust of them, and conceived a fear of them. They said, "Fear not, we have been sent against the people of Lut." So this begins with the story of Prophet Abraham, when two angels appeared to him, or came to him and his family prepared a meal for them. But the angels refused to eat. So when they refused to eat, he became afraid of them, unsure. It was obviously not standard practice, because appeared to have travelled from a distant place, and how can they not be hungry? So then the angels made it clear about who they were and said, "We have been sent against the people of Lut." Prophet Lut was Prophet Abraham's nephew, and the angels were confirming that they had been sent against the people of Lut. And his wife was standing there, and she laughed, but we gave her glad tidings of Isaac, and after him of Jacob. So this is the wife of Prophet Abraham. She doesn't laugh because of the punishment that will be given to the people of Lut, but she laughs because she's been told that she's going to have a baby, yet she's quite old. And the next verse confirms this. She said, "Alas for me, shall I bear a child, seeing I'm an old woman, and my husband here is an old man? That would indeed be a wonderful thing." They said, "Dost thou wonder at Allah's decree? The grace of Allah and his blessings on you, O ye people of the house, for he is indeed worthy of all praise, full of glory." So the angels suggest that a prophet's wife, Prophet Abraham's wife, shouldn't question Allah's decree. This is what Allah has decided, that she will have a baby irrespective of her age. And the verse also confirms that if women have babies or carry a baby full term, it is down to Allah, and he's the one who should be praised. And even if you have any talent, it is Allah that should be praised. And I do think that, you know, when celebrities perform on stage and everybody's applauding them, they really shouldn't be taking credit for their talent, because if Allah willed, he could cripple them of their talent. He could take that talent away. So it's only Allah who is worthy of praise. Alhamdulillah and Allahu Akbar. When fear had passed from the mind of Abraham and the glad tidings had reached him, he began to plead with us for Lut's people. For Abraham was without doubt forbearing of faults, compassionate and given to look to Allah. So when it sank in that Lot's people would be destroyed, then Prophet Abraham, God bless him, pleaded for them. And the Quran emphasizes how he must have been quite a compassionate, forgiving person, but he didn't truly understand the evilness of the people, because Allah was able to see all that they were doing, and they were probably harming children, and you know, they were probably pedophiles and preying on their children, so they had to be put an end to. So the verse goes on, O Abraham, seek not this, the decree of thy Lord has gone forth. For them there cometh a penalty that cannot be turned back. So although Prophet Abraham was pleading for the people, via the angels, Allah informed him that this penalty could not be turned back. It would continue. When our messengers came to Lot, he was grieved on their account and felt himself powerless to protect them. He said, "This is a distressful day." So, after visiting Prophet Abraham to give him the good news of a child, the angels went to visit Prophet Lot. And his people came rushing towards him, and they had been long in the habit of practicing abominations. He said, O my people, here are my daughters, they are purer for you, if ye marry. Now fear Allah, and cover me not with shame about my guests. Is there not among you a single right-minded man? So, this verse suggests that when the people of the town, Lot's people, when they saw the two angels who appeared as humans, they came rushing towards them, and perhaps they wanted to attack them or rape them, these new people that had come into town. The verse continues, they said, Well dost thou know we have no need for thy daughters. Indeed, thou knowest quite well what we want. So they seem to be homosexuals, but homosexuals that don't care about the consent of another person. They like to force themselves upon other people. He said, Would that I had power to suppress you, or that I could betake myself to some powerful support. So it's amazing that Prophet Lot has angels as his guests. I don't know, perhaps he doesn't realize at this stage that these are angels, because he says that if only I had the power to stop you or take myself to a powerful support, but he had the most powerful support and the angels of the most powerful right there. The messengers said, O Lot, we are messengers from thy Lord. So it makes it quite clear that Prophet Lot at this stage did not realize this, and he must have been quite distressed that these people have come to visit him, and the men of the town want to attack them and perhaps rape them. So the verse continues, By no means shall they reach thee. Now travel with thy family while yet a part of the night remains, and let not any of you look back, but thy wife will remain behind. To her will happen what happens to the people. Morning is their time appointed. Is not the morning nigh? So the prophet Lot is told to leave immediately. It's obviously the very early hours of the morning, and Prophet Lot is not only told that the people will be destroyed in the morning, but also that his wife will also lose her life. The verse continues, when our decree issued, we turned the cities upside down and rained down on them brimstones hard as baked clay, spread layer upon layer, marked as from thy Lord, nor are they ever far from those who do wrong. I'm not quite sure about that line. Marked as from thy Lord, is it the brimstone that was marked as if it was directly from God? Yes, that's what it suggests, that brimstone is not far from those who do wrong. So if a people are doing wrong, then they need to be imagining this brimstone falling upon them, because it is not far from them. To the Madian people we sent Shuaib, one of their own brethren. He said, O my people, worship Allah, ye have no other God but Him, and give not short measure or weight. I see you in prosperity, but I fear for you the penalty of a day that will compass you all round. And O my people, give just measure and weight, nor withhold from the people the things that are their due. Commit not evil in the land with intent to do mischief. So, and this is the set of verses that I believe Allah has wished for the believers and Muslims to hear, and it is a confirmation that for those that do wrong, Allah will punish such people. So there is the hope for the believers, the true believers and Muslims, that if you look at the world around yourself and you start recognizing a people or communities that have started practicing abominations and breeding quite lustful societies that are encouraging rape, then the brimstone is not far away from such societies. And perhaps this is also a confirmation that for such societies the end is coming, in which the believers can rejoice, the believers and Muslims can rejoice, but it will bring an end to those who probably had power, the way Prophet Lot perceived that there were people that had power and he seemed so powerless. And also I think it's a message to the true believers and the Muslims that we must reflect within our own selves as well. And there's an important point that Allah's making here, that He wants us to be very wary and not give short measure or weight. He wants us to perhaps give a little bit extra to others, okay, so that we have a secure future with Allah. So I end this presentation with a prayer requesting Allah guides us, protects us and gives us peace. May Allah guide the Satanist, Antichrist and the devil to the straight path. May the ultimate success be that all creation unite for truth and justice, and may Allah allow humans to know they are not wiser than Allah, and they are not all-seeing, all-knowing, so they can't condemn Allah's judgments. Please Allah grant us all guidance, please Allah grant us all forgiveness, please Allah make the children be a source of peace for the parents, and make the parents be a source of peace for the children, and please Allah make me be a source of peace for all, and may I achieve martyrdom by defending the vulnerable. Allah Hafiz and Allahu Akbar.